Morgan Barton.
Joseph Boatwright.
Justin Flores. Milo.
Will Jones.
Michael Mudnick.
I'm Carlie Palmer, and my speech is over designated driving. First off, I would like to ask how many of you have ever been a designated driver for someone? In reality, you saved that person's life. That's why today I'll be proving how designated driving helps save everyday lives when dealing with alcohol. A designated driver is simply a person who agrees to abstain from alcohol and be responsible for driving others home. Therefore, driving while either intoxicated or drunk is very dangerous, and drivers with high blood alcohol content or concentration, better known as BAC, are at greatly increased risk to car accidents, serious injuries, or even jail time. Possible punishments by the court of law consist of license revoking, DUI class courses, confiscating of car or license plate, impounding of motor vehicle, or even short-term to long-term jail sentences depending on what offense has taken place. So after hearing these consequences, I believe everyone will agree with me when I say always have a designated driver when you have been drinking or plan on drinking at a particular place. Designated drivers do more good than people actually realize. A recent class survey was given, and one of the questions on there asked, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being not often and 10 being very often, how often do you think designated driving takes place in the U.S.? 80% of the class agreed on the score of 5. This is saying that for every 10 drunken people at a party, 5 are going to be smart and arrange for a designated driver, and the other 5 will take their chances behind the wheel of an automobile and put multiple people's lives at risk. Every single injury or death due to drinking and driving can be prevented in one way or another. Although the proportions of crashes that are alcohol related have enormously decreased over the past decades, there are still far too many preventable accidents happening in our country. Recent statistics from the year 2010 show that more than 13,846 people were killed due to drunken driving crashes. That is just over 37% of the total deaths in the year of 2010. In most cases, the drunk driver does not lose his or her life. It is the innocent person who usually ends up losing their life or getting seriously injured. The law enforcement agencies are cracking down tremendously on punishments toward the drunk drivers. For instance, if a man is drinking and driving and ends up killing someone, that is automatically not an accident and results in life in prison with no possibility of parole. So now, just think about how many family and friends were affected by some careless human being making the decision to drive to his or her destination while intoxicated and end up killing someone's innocent loved one. What is so hard about making arrangements for someone to be a designated driver if you know alcohol will be involved in the event you're attending? In 2007, around Christmas time, a good friend of mine who I happened to grow up with and be very close to lost his life due to a head-on crash from a drunk driver. He was traveling home around 12 in the morning to his family when all of a sudden a swerving automobile crossed over into his lane, going exceptionally fast, and before he could react to the situation, it was too late. The damage had been done, and instantly my friend lost his life. If only the young man drinking and driving hadn't had a designated driver, All of this could have been possibly avoided. Now, not only is the victim's family and friends suffering, but the driver of the vehicle's family are suffering as well, because he ended up losing his life about 24 hours after the wreck. It only takes one split second of distraction to take an innocent person's life. People need to wake up and in fact realize how dangerous it is to drink and drive. Next time you are at a party or somewhere where alcohol is involved, be the responsible one and make sure that everyone has a designated driver or some sort of sober transportation. By doing so, the number of crashes and fatalities will keep decreasing tremendously. After everything is said and done, don't be one of those 37% of people that die because you made the decision to drive drunk. At last, this should make you think a little harder about getting behind the wheel of a motor vehicle next time you have alcohol in your system. And friends, don't let friends drive drunk, so be the good and responsible friend. Thank you.